What's up, guys? This is TVW slash the Vote Within here, and what you guys are watching is a valiant attempt to clear this group dungeon slash delve in Craglorn, and unfortunately we fail. But this, out of all the 50 takes I took recording this section, this was probably by far the most closest we got as far as destroying the boss. And it really sucks because I think part of it's because all of us made a rearrangement in our abilities, trying something new, and this last attempt we made was the attempt when all of us decided, okay, let's change our ability skills real quick and see if that works out for us. And it really looked like it did, because we were doing way better compared to the last 40 attempts. So I mean, it's like one of those things where you kind of wish you did before, or did way earlier, that way you wouldn't have to pay the other consequences. Because when you die in this game, it is so punishing dying, and I guess with any other MMO there is some big punishment as far as dying. RuneScape, you lost most of your items. Here it's more like the more you die, the more damage your armor gets, and you have to repair. And you know, when you die, your armor breaks more when you die, and it's just like it costs more to repair. And and Way Shrine traveling is annoying because you lose so much soul gems while resurrecting your friends and then resurrecting yourself as well. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into, you know, PVE. It's not as easy as people think it looks. Once you definitely hit the higher or the max level content, you really start to see a big challenge as far as, you know, group dungeons and stuff. And I think part of my build, because I noticed that every time I head on a boss by myself, when the boss is aggro on me, I find myself getting hit really hard, because my build is really squishy, but my build is really focused on critical damage. So, you know, it's a whole DPS, basic DPS type of build, but at the same time I want to keep my distance away from certain enemies, because I will get owned in the process. But that's the whole point of having healers on your team. And this group that I was in recently, they totally said that they destroyed this boss not too long ago, but the only difference was they had 2 healers instead of 1 healer. And when the healer dies, that's pretty much game over. But honestly, what I've noticed is when one person messes up in a group, especially in the higher tier dungeons, it seems like that person messes the whole team up, because if one person dies, it's pretty much game over. And when I said like dying in this game is really punishing, it really is, because your team or your group is really focused on everybody's effort. So if one person's effort's down, then it just does not work out for you guys. And that's kind of what happened here. One person died, it messes everything up, and it's a lot harder to pull yourself back together from that. So the whole idea of this boss, I don't know his name, but all I know is he sends out his ads or other mobs to attack you, and that's when you spam AoE abilities like I am. And the boss should not focus on me, because when the boss focuses on me, I deal or take lots of damage from him, and I'm trying to take pot shots at him, I can't even say it, but I'm taking pot shots at him very slowly and trying to make sure he doesn't aggro on me, because every time we faced this boss and he aggroed on me, I was pretty much getting one shot by his abilities. And look how much damage he is dealing on me, just like focusing on me. So yes, you want your tank or your tanks to pretty much, of course they're tanks, to deal damage or to take damage from the boss. But at the same time, a build like me, you kind of have to pick your fights and take pot shots while you can, but still deal damage as well. And you know, it's really disappointing failing on this dungeon delve, because we spent like 2 to 3 hours on it, and then right when we came to the close part of the dungeon, we had to finally accept the fact that we weren't going to do it. But also one of our friends in our group kind of had to go, so that kind of didn't work out. But you know, it's understandable. We've been doing this for like 50 times in a row, so I can see why he called it a day. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the video. yes, I die, and then pretty much after I die, we lose. So that's just pretty much like a whole idea of what PVE is like in the higher levels. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you have anything important to say, please leave them down in the comments down below. And yeah, I will see you guys later in the next video.